This is the podcast.
Are you ready for takeoff?
Welcome back to another episode of the Healthy with Heartland podcast. Last week, we were discussing the importance of labels on packaging. This week, we move from the front of the package to the back, where you can find the nutrition labels.
First, to understand the importance of food labels, let's examine why food labels were created in the first place.
Originally, food labeling emerged as a safety precaution for consumers due to foodborne illness outbreaks in the 1850s. One of the most notable deaths related to foodborne illness at this time was the death of President Zachary Taylor. And after this highly publicized death, the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, was created in 1862 by President Abraham Lincoln, which led to the creation of strict guidelines for food handling and processing.
It wasn't until 128 years later, in the 1990s, before a nutritional facts panel was mandated on all food products.
You have to understand, in the 1960s, most Americans prepared the majority of their meals at home. But with the shift in consumer demand for processed products came a public demand for detailed production information. And voila, the NFL was created. Nutrition facts labels, that is.
When getting a closer look at nutrition labels, it all begins with the self-explanatory serving size and servings per container, right? Wrong! You have to understand that all ingredients listed within the bold black lines is representative of just one serving.
Most people focus on the calories and the calories from fat, and maybe don't realize that a product with 300 calories per serving and 2 servings per container is 600 calories, not 300.
So what do we know about calories? Not all calories are created equal. For example, 100 calories of almonds is a lot different than 100 calories of a soda.
You will also see the total fat on the package as well. Fat in grams per serving and percentage of fat on the right-hand side. The number in grams represents the total fat in one serving, and the percentage represents the percent value based on a 2,000 calorie diet. So 8 grams is 12% of a 2,000 calorie diet.
I should also remind you that fat is not bad for you, and that there are plenty of healthy foods that are high in healthy fats. What you really want to look out for is any trans or saturated fats. They are the kind associated with heart disease and linked to all sorts of other serious health conditions like diabetes and stroke.
Next up, sugar. You must really pay attention to the total sugars in the food, especially the added sugars. And not only of the sugar in your foods, but also what kind of carbohydrates you're eating. Foods high in carbs but low in dietary fiber, even though the carbs aren't labeled as sugar, will operate very similarly in your body and in your bloodstream. We call these carbs simple carbs. For example, things like processed foods and unrefined carbs, like pasta and white bread.
52.5% of consumers don't even read the ingredients listed on the food labels. We recommend eating a wholesome diet consisting of fruits and vegetables and farm-specific and source-verified quality meats. If you're going to buy and eat products from the store that require a nutrition facts label, we believe that you should be equipped with the knowledge and ability to read and understand them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And until next time,
Stay healthy with Heartland.